facing the Houston Texans in a Week 4 matchup. But before we jump into the game, I'm going to show you the scouting report here. And with our recent points, we looked at speed backs, and there wasn't any good ones. Except for Perkins, but he's probably still not good either. And then we looked at cornerbacks here. And finally, it's going to look like it's going to be a good class for him. So, hopefully maybe we can get another good corner, a young one. Add some youth to the position, but, you know, can only hope. We have all of our picks except for a third that we traded to get Stanley at left tackle. But I checked around in the stats, and we still have a really low-ranking passing offense in terms of, like, the stats. But literally, if we would have had, like, 20 more yards, we would have gone up from 20, like, 5th from... I think we're 25th. And if we had, like, 20 more passing yards, we would have went to, like, 17th. So, I mean, it's early in the season. It's not that surprising. But, yeah, Mahomes is doing okay so far. His touchdown interception ratio is 4 for 4. So, gotta work on that a little bit. His completion rate, gotta work on that a little bit. I want to get Tyreek involved a little more. Hunt is actually top 10 for rushing yards. And even though he's 32nd for carry, so Hunt's doing good.
Season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. A big hit.
Landon smackdown. So we're gonna check out who they got. See if they got anyone new. So Watson, Miller, Foreman. So they have 2 new rookie wide receivers. Their guard was a rookie. So defensive tackle, not that scary. Their ends are scary. Cornerbacks, gotta target them. That's the weak point of the defense. But overall, they have a good team. Offensive line is a little shaky. Should be a good game. I think all of the games so far have been good ones. Like, have been real close. So we have like a top 5 pass defense, and we have a top 10 rush defense. So our defense is doing good through the first 3 weeks. Which is kind of surprising me.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson.
Oh, he dropped it.
Jarred loose. It's incomplete. For the Texans of Houston, the offensive starters, Charles, you want to talk about a guy out wide, don't you?
I certainly do. Will Fuller out of Notre Dame. This guy can absolutely fly. And you would think that their quarterback, Brock Osweiler, would have been the happiest when he got drafted. It was actually DeAndre Hopkins, the other receiver. He thinks he'll cut down the double teams that he'll see and open up some more space.
Off of play action, it's Watson.
Good job. I thought he was going to scramble. I was scared there.
But it's now 4th down.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out.
As of right now, we're leading the division.
That's exactly what it was.
Only 3 weeks in, but we're 2-1, and everyone else is 1-2. So, I mean, we're winning the division. That was almost an amazing punt.
Continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Hale is our leading offensive receiver for receptions and yards, and he's 17th in the league in terms of yards and then receptions. So he's doing good.
North of 100 yards, the two scores, and you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line.
No, 71 is not more than 100, guys.
They're obviously in sync with each other.
Yeah, they're not math teachers. It's fine.
No matter what, he understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down.
Ooh, Ravens are having a tough start to their season.
Now let's go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well,
look at that. Hale is taller than our tight end. These guys are freaks here.
And defensively going with a dime set, 16
Jacksonville, New England, that should. I'm recording this the afternoon before they play, so we're gonna see if that can predict the future. Awful throw. Mahomes. I was throwing to Hill. I was throwing to Hill. Just an awful overthrow.
I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And some room to roam now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk about football 101 here.
Mahomes keeps overthrowing all these. He may have some competition in the QB spot. I remember there are a couple first-round QB draft prospects. Hunt, we went through this last season. You don't need to go through it again.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there.
Wonder if we have any running backs in practice squad. Coates got signed off the practice squads. The Broncos took him. The 71 slow guy that we drafted last year. He's gone now. I mean, he didn't really have a place on our roster, but still sad to see him go. I hope he does good for the Broncos, just not against us.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught Kelsey.
Truck him, Kelsey, come on.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Thanks, JJ. I hope Hunt's not hurt. If we can get a full season out of this guy, he's easily going to go over 1,000 yards. But it's a big old if. I have to start spending his XP for injury.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
I wouldn't feel overly terrified if we were to lose Hunt for a little bit, but I would much rather be with opposed to without Hunt.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner. Okay?
Low back strain, not people training for the. Thank the Lord. Let's hope back strain takes at least 27 years to repair.
The benefits could be you throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Mahomes going to throw, and it's complete.
Kelsey's doing good on this drive.
He gets this one all the way down inside the
He blitzed me again.
just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And that is caught.
Was that Olsen, the tight end? Not the fullback at tight end. It was.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I mean, I guess with Quarsh injured, I guess Olsen is tight end number 3.
Just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get into it.
Ooh, that.
And a nice
We had a lot of
job
space
as he
there. That
gets
was
this one
scary.
up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And here comes the Texans now. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Okay, let's not let Hopkins do that to us.
I asked him before the game, did you know that you were close to 200 last week? He said, oh, yeah, I knew I was right on the doorstep, just short of it, but a touchdown as well. Heck of a game.
I like that he was honest with you because they always know. They keep track in their head. They understand their yardage. But how'd you like to be the defense this week? This was a week of open field tackling practice because you know he's going to get his catches. The key is to limit him after the catch.
Okay, I might have hit Watson there. Might have been me. Might have been Babineau.
Well, this crowd does not like this.
Yeah. I was trying to turn around quick. I didn't know if I was going to hit him or not. I was waiting for the flag. Might have popped him. But hey, he's not going to do that again. Hopefully.
Go soft on the corners. Here's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down.
Hello, Jones.
Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Nah, he didn't want it. He didn't want it.
And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
He was scared of you.
Back to throw, Watson.
Ah! Ooh, thank God he can't catch.
So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
You gotta catch it first, because if you don't catch it,
I might have been able to walk that one.
up a first down.
So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side.
Easy first down.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Tyreek
See, 7 for 110 in 3 weeks.
3 catches, 64
That's
yards.
not good enough for Hill. He's not getting the numbers he was last season, that's for sure. But he was our only offensive weapon last season. But Hill should get over 750 yards this season.
JJ Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get,
I think
the ball,
if I can get Hale, Hill, Foot, and Kelsey all over 500 yards, I feel like it's going to be a successful season. That's the goal. Get them all over. Good job, Conley. Let's go. Forgot about Conley. But if we can get all of them over 50, not 55. Nope. Those are words I speak. All over 500 yards this season, that'd be good. And I would like to get 2 of them to 750. Doesn't matter which 2.
That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes being chased out left. He hits Rodgers in the
I feel like that'll be a good season.
He'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I mean, he's up and he's happy, so I guess he's alive.
His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second
Jeez.
read wasn't there. But he bought
Smacked
himself a
him.
little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a handoff.
That's bad on my part.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
There's that guy coming straight for me, unblocked. The running back wasn't even looking, and then he stopped and went to go at the running back. I don't know if Coach paid him off to not kill me or what, but I should have been sacked on that play.
Mahomes now to throw.
Bad play. Bad pass. I was like, it's 3rd down. It's got to go to Foot. But
and here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially
10-10.
Middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Keep pace with him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always
We have to hit more touchdowns than field goals, because right now we have the most field goals in the NFL. Bucker is 9 for 9, and then the closest to him, I think, is 7.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time able to get 3.
So we have a couple more field goals than the rest of the league. I don't know if that just means we have an amazing offense, we're scoring a lot, or we just have a terrible red zone offense. I know we have a terrible red zone defense. We allowed points on 100% of drives getting down there. Hit him. Hit him. What are you doing?
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He hurt Hunt. You hurt him.
And it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out.
if defenses don't show up, this is probably going to be a game where we both have 40 points. Okay, that parted like the Red Seas there. Oh my god, I was not in the correct pack. I didn't think they were going to run it. I was not in the right package.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better
Hello.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Shane Skove.
Who is Shane Skove?
He drops him for a loss of 6.
Who is Shane Skove? His name is Babineau. I took the wrong hole.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here.
I'm not Shane Skove.
Well, so many times we look at a short
I'm
run
Babineau.
the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Pick it. Yes, Jones. There we are. Job, Jones.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
I think Jones has, like, half of our turnovers this season. And I am fine with it.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
Job, Conley.
Complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 30.
Conley's having a game.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Death. Death was coming for me. Gotta be smart sometimes.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Alright, I'll see what the tank can do in this one. Conley is 2 for 70. He has so many offensive weapons. Oh, look at those pancakes. Get out of his way. Touchdown. He's not Keith Mumphrey. God.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types
I think the announcers are just shouting out whatever name they want.
like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Keith Mumphrey. Shalami Lemon Party.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end
Swonga Gila Jackson.
Deshaun Watson of the Texans offense trot back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you don't press.
I'm fine with how he's playing.
A little bit worse. But in this particular
Oh,
situation,
this is not a good package to be in. Oh, I do not want Houston on man coverage against him. Houston will get burned 10 times again.
In order to get his team back moving forward.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
I mean, technically, defensively, they've done a good job. They're only allowed a field goal because the touchdown came off a pick 6.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Yeah.
Miller. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends
Oh,
it
that's
away.
a shame. Earl, don't you touch it.
And this kick will be
They have to stop doing sky kicks against the wind. They need to fix that glitch. Mahomes is having a good game, other than that bullcrap overthrow.
Mahomes now on first down.
Ah!
And too much juice. It'll be
I could have settled my feet. I could have settled. Yeah, that's my bad. They only have 47 yards. This defense is pretty good.
They tried their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
Hello, Hale.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Eluding the pressure right.
Just take the dump off.
Finding his safety valve here. Complete. And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Rodgers. Nothing personal. Just gonna put McIntyre in front of you on the depth chart. Nothing personal, just a precaution, because you have to nurse your 7 concussions you just got.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a handoff looking right. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
I'm trying to chew the clock up. Make sure this is at least close to the last possession of the half.
First down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Chew up some of the time at least.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick.
And he takes this into the end zone for
See, look, you just need a little breather. Now you're fine.
Quiz Rodgers, his first touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level.
I almost swerved away from it there. I thought I was going to be getting a little heat from that one side, but no one was there.
You got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
But I'm only up 14, and last week I was up 20 against the Packers, and they came back. So, I'm not confident. Because one good drive and then one mistake on my part, and then it's right back to them.
Some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well. Their team not doing well. They're helping
tackle him.
Team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
Or, instead of hurting the crowd, you throw the ball into the crowd a couple times, and then give me the ball back, because my offense is on a roll. Just, commenting. Not telling you how to How to run your life. Just
A
getting a little
pickup
hit.
of 11 and a Texans first down.
That's only the third completion.
Right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
Right now they're having an offense like I did last season. I think last season we got knocked out of the playoffs in like week 12.
And they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target.
I hope we don't have a collapse like last season. Last season we started like 3-1, something like that. We were doing good in the beginning, and we lost like 5 games in a row.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why
Nah,
they
he's
haven't
out.
had much
He's
success
out.
on the scoreboard.
What? Really? Really? So he catches the ball there. You wanna take a look where that foot is? Even before the ball even reaches him, his foot's out. Whatever.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
It's not incomplete. It's second. They gave it to him. It's not incomplete. This game is so broken.
Here's Watson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, you get 3 completions in a row. Now you think you're all that. You'll hurry up.
On first and 10, Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Signal options, he throws it away.
I don't know what he was doing over there, but he was flopping around.
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Let's go! On second and 10, Watson. And he's got him over the middle.
Oh, I didn't want to get hit.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's
He knew Babineau was going to pop him.
Watson. He's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
You don't suppose we're going to have like a pick 6?
Second down
Really,
after the pass completion.
really show them how this game's going to go?
Watson looks to throw again.
Oh, Nelson was so close. Oh, Nelson, no.
CJ Fedorowicz, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
Nelson was so close.
That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this
Nelson.
right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Watson now to throw.
I did not see that at all.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down.
I was making sure I didn't get burned while I was covering the tight end.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
I still have 3 timeouts, so I might be able to get a little something on my next drive, if I do get a next drive.
Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Come on, let's round.
it's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 14 yards.
That's
and it'll be second and about a yard.
unfortunate.
And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Through to his tackle.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly.
I don't think they're going to run it.
And hit him as he tried to throw the football.
Hope they don't. If they do, I'm in trouble.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1.
There's too many people. They are running out of time, though.
He will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. To the air yet again. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half.
I'm going to hopefully get a return with Earl, and Earl's going to burn you. You're going to get burned by Earl.
Better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about. And still
kick it to him. Kick it to him.
Something really to take into the lockers here.
Or Conley. Conley's had a good game, too.
To return, here's Chris Conley.
Show him Conley.
And he nearly broke that
37.
But as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And unless this is a
do the good old wide receiver screen.
Of this first half.
Here we go.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases
What?
it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering...
Oh, my God. No. 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 If he would have gotten that block, foot was gone. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, well. Enjoy the halftime highlights.
The Chiefs are happy to be sitting in the locker room with the lead. The Texans won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Taking a look now, early first quarter. Under duress, the pass is picked off. Texans take advantage and return for a touchdown as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Third down at the 39. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 12-yard line. Sticking with the same drive, we get a scramble and completion here, and it's caught for the touchdown. Chiefs tied up at 7. Texans with the ball early in the second. The hurry throw would be picked off. Jones is reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Offense now with the shot after the pit. McIntyre's going to fade up the middle, and this two-play drive goes for a TD. Chiefs up by a touchdown. Now till late in the second. Rivers got it on the run. He caps off a 7-play drive, and they score as they take a 14-6 lead. Still late in the first half. Fuller is going to haul in the pass, and he caps the drive with a score, cutting the deficit to 7.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown
Whoa, I get the ball to start.
to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
Time to throw an
action
interception.
here in quarter number 3.
Let's go,
This is
Earl.
taken just shy of the 10 here. And
Jump.
a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of
So
the
I want to get the run game a little bit. I need to get Foot, Hill involved a little more.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here comes the flags.
If you say so.
Get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Jags 28, Patriots 17. I hope this happens in real life. I would not be that upset.
Cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there. As
My God, if that's McIntyre that's injured. Cut up, McIntyre. If I was just stuck with Rodgers, we would have a very slow rushing attack. Alright, their defense is just falling apart.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
And one of you two get open. Oh, come on. Crap. That was my fault. I could have run for the first, but they both looked like they could have got open because one guy was covering both of them. Needed one of them to move. My first punt of the game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Wasn't a very good one.
Oh,
we're fuller.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like in the half? Because
Tell me.
that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go down
Pop him.
and score some
Force
points.
a fumble here. I'm going to change it to tackling to aggressive. If Watson's going to keep running out, we're going to capitalize.
Yeah, those two.
You're going to hit him. You're hit him hard.
Here's Watson now on second down.
Ooh. Jones almost got another one.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They'll try to run for it with Miller.
Yeah, good job, Nelson.
Not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
Another awful. No, Earl, don't touch it. I couldn't move Earl. Everything froze.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes
This
their
game
way back out onto the field.
so broken.
They had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and
Yeah. Get off
offense
hill.
and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So they took
I mean, he
a
stopped
shot on
touchdown,
first
so.
down, but couldn't connect.
Defense.
Yep.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Kelsey or Hill looking for one of those. If not, dump off to Foot or Hale.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right.
Just get rid of it.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost
Okay.
had it defensively. Could have been a game
I don't know if you were
changer
throwing it to him.
in the second
If
half.
Foot would have stayed still, that would have been a touchdown, but
Did almost everything right.
the second I was getting ready to throw to him, he started running forwards. I mean,
Take it the other way, so he dropped an interception.
appreciate you trying to make it easier for me, but bud, you gotta
Just move on to the next play.
cool it
Here's
sometimes.
Mahomes to throw, eluding the pressure right.
There you go, Foot.
And it's
See?
caught.
Stay still and it works.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the one. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
As a general,
He had a lot of rushing touchdowns, because it's like, well, the receivers get down to the one, and then it's like, well, we gotta run it in, but we're not running it in this time. Dude. Robinson, that's our number 5 wide receiver. It's like his first catch of the season.
Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes.
This afternoon, if the Jaguars do beat the Patriots, guarantee all the Patriots fans are gonna say, well, it's Tom Brady's hand that he nicked in practice, and not the fact that they have a terrible defense and have been bailed out by Tom Brady for the last 5 years. Patriots defense, it has digressed severely. And last season, they did not play many good teams. Hit him.
And maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
But go Jaguars. That's just because I root for an AFC team. I think every team is just rooting against the Patriots at this point. Okay, there's only 2 wide receivers. Better cover them really loosely. I mean, that was a good throw if you were throwing to the ref. Yeah, it's like there's only 2 guys out there, and the 4 of them are just sitting out in coverage waiting for Watson to break out of coverage. All right, Babineau. Second Watson gets out, you're gonna pop him. You're gonna pop him. Ah.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
So now that I have a lead, that means Texans are going to score a touchdown on this drive.
A first down carry now for Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage.
Doing good against the run. And the pass. I'm doing good on defense this game.
Bringing up second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on second is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And
another third down.
Line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing on third down, Watson, and finding Fedorowicz.
Yep.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before.
I mean, bright side, this drive has taken a lot of time off the clock.
Right now, picking up another first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz.
Sorensen
Touchdown on the year.
may be your last season.
Closer. That's a score you felt they had
Just
in the third
saying.
quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know
He
this,
got
we know who we
outsped
are,
by a
but
tight end.
sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet
Let's go,
relaxed
Earl.
enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Let's go, Earl. Oh, I ran into Kelsey. No.
38-yard line. Great return.
Come on.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because
I would try and run the ball more, but they've been locking it down. The only reason McIntyre has any yards is he broke a 40-yard one.
Flush to his right.
Yep.
And he can't find a receiver.
I wasn't trying to throw that one away. That was just me being dumb.
Clowney from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Ah, dude, this is the stuff I was looking for. What are you talking about?
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
Ah, Hale would have caught that.
There, but it falls incomplete.
Well, 3rd and 20. Let's look for Foot to be amazing here. He's my third down savior.
So far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone
All right,
had to make
Foot.
a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing.
Foot 19, there you are.
It has been quarterback and receiver dominated. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
Or it's another sack.
To escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader.
This was an
In there to drop
awful
for a loss
drive.
of 10, and it'll be 4th and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming.
Great punt.
You never know exactly how. They can
Couldn't
be
get
exotic in their blitz,
down there quick enough.
or athletic ability just takes over.
Oh,
This
God.
across the 20 before going out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Assuming they don't score a touchdown immediately, then that means that quarter was even.
They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around.
I don't know how that pass wasn't bumped at all.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's
Even attempted swat at it.
Immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get
We need to
him
get some
down.
sacks in this guy
Hold him to
here.
a short gain on first down. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that...
All right, Simon,
and he's
bring
dropped
the
on
heat
spot,
here.
That's a big-time play by the defense.
Now it's Wilson, and it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I don't mind it.
It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
And I don't
Not
think that
complaining
they'll lose
over here.
confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game. I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Caught left side, Hopkins. Carry now for Lamar Miller. Back-to-back nice plays. 12.
They're getting a lot of momentum.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Well, survived that quarter, but barely.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. So here we
Another
go,
interception. That'd be nice. Forced fumble. Any of that? Do not press these guys. They are going to slaughter you.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Hey, Zach.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility.
Well, let's hope bruised sternum is not a severe injury, because he is a decent addition to our line. Oh! Get smacked, Watson. Get smacked.
Like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the
no, you're not going to be in school tomorrow?
If it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now.
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might
blame Isaac.
On the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Don't you let him. Oh, come on.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The Texans 18 yards.
Really? Really? Let him run for 17.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Right side. Caught Fedorowicz.
He didn't want it. He knew it was coming. He didn't want it.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Work out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. Touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Are they going to go for it?
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They'll run. It's Miller.
Are you serious?
Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle and the extra effort.
You serious?
They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down,
really? Had him on my mitts.
I'll tell you, he got a good spot on that one. It's 4th and 2, and he might have gotten 2 and an inch, but that's all he needed, and that'll keep the drive moving.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all
They've had the ball for like 10 minutes.
This time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside.
This has been a long drive.
For the completion.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Keep backing him up. That way Watson can have like another 17-yard run for a touchdown. You know. Hold on, Jaguars. You can beat him.
They nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. That's caught. Fedorowicz. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
So I am going to jump on Kindle because Watson has been running to the right. So hopefully... Oh my god, no.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Please tell me you stopped him. Yes.
But it leaves him just short for
Thank you, Hale.
Well, partner, I know this type of
Going for it again? Yeah.
I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters,
Then think
you're eager. You come running up there,
wildest
you wanna
dreams.
tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
that's
guard
the guy they want to see consistently.
is going to get fired next week.
False start. Offense.
That's 15 yards.
They were going
This drive.
for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches. I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
Oh my
And
god.
motion again. And that's gonna
That
be
guard.
0.
20 yards in this drive.
Offense.
So that'll back
They're
him
still
up
going to get the
5.
first down. Oh, now they're going for a field goal. Well, don't hate me because I'm not convinced.
Out trots the kicker.
I would
In
go
big
for a
spot
fake.
here.
Definitely not ready for that. Yeah, actually did kick it.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the fourth quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Mahomes has done alright.
And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything.
Wouldn't be a game with Mahomes unless he throws an
Inside
interception.
their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Just gonna
Pace and tempo now
keep
for
hitting them
get
with the tank.
advantage. So I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much.
Never mind.
Lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Play clock winding down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And some room to
Fight for it.
And he's going to have the first down.
Yeah,
yardage to
Mahomes.
the 35.
Good job, Mahomes.
A gain of 4 that
Clutch.
time as the drive continues.
I wasn't so sure. Good job flopping forwards for it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Give him 3 yards
So
on
he
the
should be
first
like
down.
10 for 40. But having that 1 yard, that one carry really helped him out there.
Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And here comes play number 6.
Watch Rodgers come out for this play, and then he's going to fumble it. Nope, still the tank. Tank still got a little gas left in him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Whistle snaps a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So it'll be first down here after the run. this time to the tailback. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down about the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
The Steelers are putting up 50 on the Ravens.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Putting up a 50 burger on him.
Everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
So we get to chill for.
As he'll come on to kick this one away.
All right, we get to chill for 23 seconds. I don't want to attempt a field goal because that would give him really good field position. So I'm just gonna have confidence that my defense can keep him out of the end zone for like 18 seconds. Heck, I'm even going to take the penalty, back me up a little bit, get me some space.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
I'm fine with it.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter
So they have
out, right?
12
Trying
seconds.
to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Here's the Chiefs punter now.
Sky
And he's
kick.
on here to punt it away.
Good punt.
And this will be down just inside
I don't care it didn't go
the
far. It
5-yard
took up more than half their time.
Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta.
So they have 5 seconds.
Falcons sort of opening things up there. Matt Ryan, a touchdown pass to help lead the way.
Over the top. Give cushion. Don't let them score.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw. Deep.
Hey!
Oh, a crusher
John
there.
Peters.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This was a good one.
We were on hand for a fun
The offense once again kind of stagnated in the second half, but defense
defensively to get
was good throughout. I don't know why that left guard of the Texans was so freaky, but he really helped. But this, I know, I won again, yeah. I don't remember Hill getting the ball that much. Kelsey got it like on the first drive, and I don't think he got it again. Passing yards weren't that amazing. Yeah, look at that. Conley had a good game. Hay only had 1 catch. Hill only had 1 catch. Kelsey did the best. Well, in terms of receptions, Conley had 2 good ones. I'm gonna have any drops. One by Nelson. Well, he's not a wide receiver, so. Sacks allowed. We are facing a good defensive front. I'm not that shocked about it. 2 sacks, 3 sacks. Receptions, Jones and Peters. So both the cornerbacks got 1. Deflections. This was a good game. This was a good game. Like, take away that interception I had in the beginning, and they only scored really 20 points. So, I feel like I did pretty good here. Yep, see you, Zach, and thank you for joining me. We hit our bye week with a record 3-1 and in first place in the division.